Hello everyone, welcome back to SkShadow, welcome back to a new video on this channel, welcome back to something slightly different. In this video I'm going to be sharing my own opinion and what I think on the new release of Call of Duty. This is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And I'll just say it straight, I like the game like more than the last Call of Duty, more than probably the last couple, because let's be real, I haven't really played Call of Duty like loads since Black Ops 3, because that's the only one I still play. But the general opinion on the new Call of Duty is the people that liked last year's Call of Duty don't really like this year's Call of Duty, and the people that are liking this one genuinely didn't really like last year's one. And I'm one of those people that didn't like last year's one. I mean, last year they released the game with like 19 multiplayer maps, all of which were pretty tragic. Warzone was not my thing, campaign was alright, and I played the game for maybe less than like 10 hours. I didn't really play that at all. Played it on like the free weekends when they had that, and I left it at that. Warzone, I played it just because other people were playing it. But overall, I didn't enjoy last year's Call of Duty at all. Really, it was just, let's just say it was pony. This year's one, not like just being biased to Treyarch or anything, but I tend to like Treyarch Call of Duties a bit more. Not just because of zombies, not just because the campaigns are genuinely better. I just like this Call of Duty. Like the whole setting is the 80s, so you're in the 80s. So you have some recognizable weapons, you have like recognizable places in like the multiplayer maps, and zombies is also really good. The only thing I haven't played yet is the campaign. I'm going to be doing that on the channel, so if you're subscribed or whatever, then stay around for that. Or if you're not, then subscribe and stay around for that. But yeah, what do I actually think on the game itself? So you load onto the game, and the game greets you with a menu very, very similar to Modern Warfare from last year. And straight bang in the middle, they are targeting everyone to Warzone. So that makes me think that they really want people to be playing Warzone, because that's where they think they're going to make the most bucks. And they're trying to like target everyone to be playing that, because that's what they reckon people are going to be playing in like a year or maybe 2 years from now, which is kind of sad, because I don't like Warzone. I really don't. I think it's bland, it's boring. Like, what fun is it to run around, get killed, and then have to reloot again? Like, you don't even see where you get shot from half the time, and it just rages me, so I stay away from that. But yeah, so the main menu is pretty much the same as last year's. You got like the 4 or 5 sections: campaign, multiplayer, Warzone in the middle, zombies, and then obviously you got the store. So the campaign I haven't played. I'm aware that it's based in the 80s. Obviously, you're like an agent of sorts, working on like a project or something. Don't hold me to that. We'll find out soon. And then obviously there is the other modes, steel branding on Warzone and zombies, multiplayer, all of that. But the game is graphically. Let's talk about the game. The game is absolutely incredible, like graphically. You just got to look at like the cutscenes, the trailers, and you're thinking like, wow, is this like a film, or is this what? It genuinely does look really, really good. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as like saying, oh, it's like film quality, but you still tell it's animated, but it is like, talk about photorealistic like graphics. It is very, very good. No, but multiplayer. So you start multiplayer, you're faced with just 8 maps plus 2 unique maps to Fireteam. So for reference, last year's Call of Duty launched with 19 maps, including those that were in the ground war and gunfight game modes. And it comes to quite a surprise with like Call of Duty's lack of good maps in the last few years, but most of the 8 that are on offer are actually really, really good. I personally enjoy Satellite a lot. I like to snipe on that. And then you got Checkmate, which is another good map. There's a few points in that map that are like kind of I'd say glitchy, but you can kind of like just sit in one spot and you just physically can't die. No, but most of the maps are pretty good, which is a huge improvement from last year's game, where a lot of the maps were kind of what the hell are they thinking sort of maps. But Treyarch, they typically design good maps. That's just what they do, isn't it? Black Ops 1 had some good maps, Black Ops 2 was just brilliant, Black Ops 3 had some good maps, Combine comes to mind with that was a good map. Black Ops 4, I didn't really enjoy that one as much as a Call of Duty, but still their map design is very good. But yeah, no, Treyarch designs maps typically well, and their maps have like a lot of verticality, so Checkmate, Garrison, Moscow are all far better than anything that were in Modern Warfare, but few in the rotation of the map pool, and it does get very, very, very repetitive very quickly. So besides a few 80s era maps like Miami and Moscow, the multiplayer is kind of held back by the theme of the game being in the 80s, because like, let's say the weapon selection, it's a strange middle ground between like very high tech weapons and like historic weapons with not a lot of tech on it, and the weapons kind of satisfy neither extreme of being historic or high tech. Because is it too much to ask for an AK-47 with an underbarrel shotgun, variable thermal scope? Yes, because it's the 80s, but Black Ops 1, you could have that. You could have a thermal scope, and you could have an underbarrel shotgun or flamethrower on your AK. So it kind of doesn't make sense with where they're going with that sort of thing. But, you know, personally, the weapons, they're recognisable weapons. Yes, they might get a bit stale, like you still got your M4, your M16. There's other weapons that are there that have been in other games, just with different names, like the M14 sort of thing. It's like a newer version of that in the 80s, so it's like a Mark II M14 or whatever it's called. But for the whole, multiplayer is rather fun. I would probably say snipers are supposedly hit marker machines, but you got to get those headshots to get your one-shot kills, and there's a lot of glitches. One that comes to mind is people have been getting 2 snipers gold and then being granted diamond for that whole class set, which is pretty ridiculous, kind of game breaking for those who actually want to get to the dark matter camo before, legitly without exploiting glitches. And that's another thing, the camos look really, really good. Definitely better than last year's set of camos. The camos, yeah, they just look really nice. It's a bit of a grind to get the gold, because you've got to like level your weapon up to like level 60. You've got each set of camos unlocks as you level up, and then you've got to do challenges in between that, so you're getting eliminations, headshots, long shots, this kill, that kill, 5 kills without dying, that sort of thing. And that's for every weapon, and there's 27 of those, so that's a lot of time on each weapon. But if you're invested in that, then hey, just go for it. But no, so multiplayer overall very enjoyable. Some decent maps, some other maps which are a bit iffy, and then obviously we've got something to look forward to. We're getting Nuketown on November the 24th, Nuketown 1984, which should be rather fun to see that come around. And then they'll probably at the same time update for like the upcoming Warzone, which is coming in December, and then have like a whole season pass thing for different skins and special classes. But we'll see if that ruins the game or not. Zombies. What do I think of zombies? Yes, zombies is glitchy, but is it fun? Yes, it is fun. So Black Ops 4 Zombies was a big letdown. for the one reason is the maps were too big and they got rid of the old perk system. Like, the old perk system is what everyone liked, and that is kind of what they've gone back to this time. So now, instead of having like Blaze Phase or something to do with a turtle or some Jippo version of Electric Cherry, this sheet you've got Jug, Speed, Deadshot, Stamina, those sort of perks. And there's a new one, I can't remember the name of it, I'll probably pop that up on screen if I Google that later. One that gives you like random elemental things on your weapon. It's all good, but they have removed double tap from the new map. So the new map, Die Machine, based in the very original map, Nukta and Toten, where everything's going on. There's a whole facility underground. I'm not gonna like. I assume everyone's played it, but that's the theme of that map. No, but they removed double tap, mainly because they've added in the fact you can upgrade your weapon more than once. So you can pack your gun once for 5,000, and you can get a Pack-a-Punch version 2, 3, and 4. You can also upgrade your bullets to elemental things. You can have fire, you can have electric, that sort of stuff. So it would kind of be overpowered if you had double tap on top of that. So it's not really, you don't really need it. And then they've got really cool features, like you can buy extra armor to go on top of your Jug, which you can buy back. They're ammo crates around the map, so you can restock ammo for like 250 points on any weapon. Some really cool stuff like that. The map is difficult, I will say that as well. Very difficult. Obviously when you first play and you first get all your perks and stuff, it's going to be like the most ridiculous playthrough you've ever done, because another new feature is they've added that you can upgrade your perks. So you level yourself up, all the XP and levels are crossed between each game mode, so from campaign to Warzone to multiplayer to zombies. So if you're rank 35 in zombies, you'll be rank 35 in multiplayer. All the guns unlock the same, all the guns level up the same, which I kind of like myself, but you need to level yourself all the way up so you can upgrade your perks. So instead of a non-upgraded Jug, let's say, that gives you an added 50 health, you can then upgrade it to like level 3 when you can do that, where you get like, what, crystals or something to be able to do that. You can then upgrade, so Jug will give you like an extra 100 health, so you'll be on like 250 health and then be like pretty unstoppable. Upgraded Stamina Up is overpowered. Speed Cola basically does nothing until it's upgraded. Speed Cola is just useless. And you can just upgrade your perks like that, so it's something to work for. So the game gets easier the more you play, which is kind of fun. But the actual map itself is, I'm going to put it out there, is glitchy. It is very glitchy. I mean, I don't get many of the glitches myself, but there's a lot of disconnection glitches. Depending, you spawn on your teammate, so if your teammate's in like a tight spot, you'll probably be spawned outside the map. Just things like that. Being one shot when you don't even know what's hit you. A lot of things like that, but I'm sure they'll probably do all that in a patch, which is probably soon to come out now, and hopefully fix all of those. But back to what I said before, the map is ridiculously difficult. Yes, you can still get like your round 30s and round 35s, but it is hard. You got like this new boss, which is like a green radioactive thing, which is impossible to kill. The dogs are really jacked up like they were back in World at War, and putting it out there, every weapon sucks. So automatic guns suck, shotguns are okay, pistols are pretty bad unless you got the dual wield magnums, which I think are the best guns in the game. And then there's the wonder weapon, which is just ridiculously broken. Like, I'll put some gameplay up if I can get some for the wonder weapon. But basically, you've got an unlimited ammo machine, which it blasts the zombies out of the way. It will use like 15 of your ammo. Then you can like hold the ADS button and suck in all the zombies, and it will transform that into ammo. So you're basically it's impossible to die. But a lot of problems people are having with that, i.e. some people I play with, it lags their old consoles out. People on last gen, it lags. It is very, very laggy when you do that. For me, it's not. I'm playing on PC, lucky me. So that's another problem. But I don't really mind the glitches if I'm actually enjoying the gameplay. And am I enjoying the gameplay? Yes. Yes, I am. So I don't have any word on the campaign. I haven't played that yet. Warzone, I despise, so we stay away from that. Multiplayer, solid. If I could give it a rating, I'd probably give it somewhere between a 7 and an 8 out of 10. It's probably being quite generous, but I personally enjoy it. Whether the weapons are the same as they have been in other games, or it's not historically correct or accurate to have certain attachments, that doesn't bother me. It's fun. I'd probably give it that sort of rating. Zombies, I'd probably give that probably an 8, because that is such a big jump from Black Ops 4. So much more fun, so many cool features. It is a lot of fun to play. Difficult, but I like that. And overall, let's kind of summarize. Would I suggest spending 60 quid on this new game? Yeah, I probably would recommend the game if you want to spend your own hard-worked money on it. Yeah, no, multiplayer is good, zombies is good, campaign is supposedly good, haven't got to that yet. I would recommend it if you want a multiplayer similar pace to, say, Black Ops 1, that kind of feels like Black Ops 1. If you want zombies, that feels like you're playing back in the old days with some just new features, then I would recommend the game. I mean, 60 quid is quite extortionate, in my opinion. 60 quid, it could be 65 for you if you're on old gen, or 50 quid if you're on PC. I paid 50 quid, so yeah. But would I recommend? Yes. Is the game good? Yes. Overall, I'm probably going to give the game probably a 7 out of 10 so far. My opinion could easily change once I played the campaign and could knock it up further if that's any good. So stay around for that. And I think that is it for this video. So if you did enjoy, please like, subscribe, and all of that good action. Check all the links in the description to take you to our Discord, our Patreon, our merch, all of that good stuff. And I will see you in the next Call of Duty video where I'll be playing the campaign. Goodbye.